Welcome, my fellow warriors and shield maidens. Raise those horns and let's get ready to judge some music. We are reacting to an absolute legendary song, and everyone will agree to this. So, Bernie, I was pleasantly surprised and very, very happy when I saw Goo Goo Dolls on the agenda. The song is called Iris. Now, mind you, I got introduced to this song. It's a movie that I watched in the 90s, City of Angels. I think it is Nicolas Cage that plays in it. So that's the first time I heard the song, but it definitely wasn't the last time I listened to it. So about 20 decades later, we all still listen to the song. And 20 decades, 2 decades. Let's go with 2 decades. I have listened. No. Let me rephrase this. I have heard the song and I've enjoyed the song every single time I listen to it, but I've never listened to it. So I've heard it, but I've never listened to it. Okay. It's one of those where the song can play at any point in time in your life and you will enjoy it. You will appreciate it, even if it's just for the music, like myself. But now for the first time in, let's go with 20 years. Yeah, no, a little bit more than 20 years. I'm gonna actually read the lyrics with you guys afterwards, but I'm also gonna, take a second and just listen to every single freaking word that is being sung by the song. Okay. Oh, by the artist. Goo Goo Dolls. My brain is all mush today, guys. I've not been sleeping. As you all know, I am currently not at my house. And so I'm surrounded by barbarians who don't respect the fact that I don't want to listen to their music and their conversations 2 o'clock in the morning. But, we're dealing. It is officially Yule today. So, Merry Winter Solstice and Happy Yule to all our pagan warriors. For non-pagans, happy holidays and Merry Christmas. Yeah, let's enjoy the Goo Goo Dolls. Bernie, thank you very much. You definitely do bring out all the legendary music for us. Here we go. I always seem to also feel like that the song played in the Cinderella movie with Hilary Duff. But I don't think so. I don't know.
Cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be. And I don't wanna go home right now. And all I could taste is this moment. And all I can breathe is your life. And sooner or later it's over. I just don't wanna miss you tonight. And I don't want the world to see me, cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am.
That's actually interesting. Is that where the song's name comes from? Iris?
And you can't fight the tears that ain't coming. All the moment of truth in your lies.
What's with all the telescopes?
Feels like the movies. Yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. And I don't want the world to see me, cause I don't think they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am.
I love that they went with the acoustic guitars. I actually never noticed it. At least one of them. It adds a bit of rawness to the production. Oh, what a song.
And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am.
Hectic. I don't think I'm going to listen to the song the same way ever again. That's for sure. Holy crap, 4 million likes. Oh my word. Okay, so first things first, before we go to the lyrics. I'm not confused. Am I confused? Maybe a little. By all the telescopes, I suppose. Like, I find it interesting that they were in some sort of a tower. I kind of think it ties into the fact that they sang about, I want you to know me, first of all, but I don't want the world to see me. So there's an element of, I'm very vulnerable. I don't exactly want the world to see the real me, the true me. But I do, however, want you to see me. I think we all, so I'm very much, I've always been, before this journey, well, even today, I would still say, even though I'm on social media, I'm a content creator, I'm very much a behind the scenes kind of person. So when I was still in corporate, I just want to be left alone. um, I'll do all the work behind the scenes, but I don't necessarily want to. I want to know that what I did is valued and appreciated, but I don't necessarily want to be in any limelight. I don't want to be the one to go and present whatever it is that I came up with, or whatever the case might be. Okay, so I'll make sure the wheels keep turning, but just, let someone else deal with let someone else be the face of whatever it is that I did. And I think I'm kind of applying this to my personal life, especially when I was younger, when I was a teenager, when I went through a stage where, that Pandora box. So you lock everything away in there and you make sure that no one can see what's really happening inside. Because you know that the world can use those vulnerabilities as a weapon against you. So with that being said, just because you end up locking things away and putting up walls in order to protect yourself and such, every human wants to be known by, at least known and understood by, another human being. It's that human connection that's needed to feel I belong, to feel I can take up space, to feel it's okay to be this version of me. And I'm not going to whatever version that I am, it's not going to be used as a weapon against me. So that's kind of where I'm going with this. Um, I might be skipping something. So let's pull up, what's it called? Iris. Oh, so Iris, that's the thing. I've never actually stopped myself to think, I wonder why the song is called Iris. I just know when anyone mentions, oh, Goo Goo Dolls Iris, I'm like, oh, I know the song. But I actually didn't. I just know of the song. Really, because yeah, like I said, I think I could, when the song comes up, I can sing along to the chorus, but I'm not processing what I'm singing, which is just shameful. Shameful. Goo Goo Dolls. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Can you see? Yeah. So, and I'd give up forever to touch you, because I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't want to go home right now. So, okay, so I think I kind of looked at it from, no, I think yeah, it's fine. I think for a second I thought he was more addressing the world, but no, it's not. Even when I was listening to it, there's definitely a person that is so incredibly special to him, whereby he would give up an internal life, being immortal, to rather just be with her, because she actually, he wants her to, so he's willing to cross that threshold of, I don't want the world to see me, but I do want you to see me. So he values her that much, he trusts her that much in order to let her in. And all I can taste is this moment. All I can breathe is your life. And sooner or later, it's over. I just don't want to miss you tonight. And I don't want the world to see me, because I don't think that they would understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. So he's kind of, I suppose he's foreseeing misery. He's foreseeing he will end up broken, as we all sometimes end up being. But again, we don't want that world to see the brokenness. And even when we unravel, even when we spiral, we want that one person that we connect to on a spiritual and emotional and physical level. We we want them to know the real us, despite any brokenness, despite vulnerabilities, despite or in spite of vulnerabilities, um, and despite maybe the actions that we'll take when we are in a rough spot that we generally wouldn't if things are okay. Um, Yikes. I never knew this song was this heavy. Okay, where am I at? And you can't fight the tears that I ain't coming. What? And you can't fight the tears that ain't coming. Okay. So, yeah. Or the moment of truth in your lies. Or the moment of truth in your lies. When everything feels like the movies, yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. Okay, and now he's almost shifting. I doubt he's still talking to the girl or the loved one. I think he now is almost more generalizing the conversation. So he's addressing the rest of the audience, to say, in general, you can't fight the tears that ain't coming, or the moment of truth within your lies. So if you look at someone who lies, whether, let's go with, because of the context of the song, let's go with they are lying in order to protect themselves, to shield themselves against whatever is happening. And I'm not saying they stole something and now they lie about not stealing it. No, I'm saying maybe perhaps lying about how they're feeling and how they are coping, and But if you look past the lies and you start focusing on the human and focusing on what maybe the iris shows, although the eye consists out of more than just an iris component. However, I do find it interesting that they chose the iris and not the pupil, because the pupil is the part of the eye that has sight. And because they keep singing about sight, whether it is they don't want the world to see them, but they want the partner to see them. The iris, maybe because that is the beauty of the eye, the uniqueness of the eye. That is interesting. I need to ponder over that one. Um, I like that because nowhere in the song do they actually refer to iris, or they don't specify iris, but the context of the song kind of ties it to the eye itself. Um, okay, then let's move on. Oh, the line, yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. Remember a few reactions ago, I also spoke about people who are so numb because of trauma that they've gone through, because of constant, there's no break in it. There's no a moment of peace and moment of take a breath, it's fine, recuperate, prepare for the next fucking nuclear that's coming your way. It's like nuclear after nuclear after nuclear, the entire emotional warfare and, abuse and just everything bad just comes your way. So people become numb as a coping mechanism, become numb to that. They become numb to rejection. They become numb to hatred, and it's you get to a point where you just want to feel, and that's why physical harm starts stepping in. It's because at least that makes you feel something, right? Um, and one should never ever look down on another person who self harms. And it's not a cry for help. It again is a coping mechanism. Um, and indirectly saying, all I know is pain, hurt, trauma, abuse, rejection, failure, um, being neglected, being discarded, being laid down, being disappointed. And I've had to cope with that. So now I no longer feel it, but I do want to actually feel something. So instead of it being attention seeking, which I mean, you're gonna have your cases where that's exactly that. But it's the people who try and hide it, that it's more of a, what can I say? It's easier to describe a physical scar or to understand the pain behind a physical scar than what it is to understand the pain behind emotional brokenness. Um, I wanna, I wanna give it a word description. It's an indicator. It's a signal. It's a frequency of emotionally, I'm a mess. I'm trying to cope. I'm trying to survive. I'm trying to get to the next day. But no one can see my emotional scars. No one understands my emotional scars. So somehow the brain processes that as okay, but the human understands physical scars far better than emotional scars. Um, yeah, okay, I'm going down that rabbit hole. Um, and I don't want the world to. Oh, wait. When everything feels like the movies, it's literally the previous line. I want to almost say it kind of also ties in with the whole numbness of we're zombies. We've become zombies. I sometimes actually I joke in our phone and I say that, you know what, I've literally just been zombieing. I'm on autopilot, and that is exactly when we become so used to emotional trauma and, again, abuse and neglect or bullying or whatever it is that we're going through at the time. You become so tired of it that you become numb. You become a zombie. You just autopilot. um and even movies is like it's the same shit over and over again. There's no weight in it. There's no substance. There's no value add. So I kind of like how they got to that point of when every wait, and you can't fight the tears that ain't coming. Again, speaks to numbness. Like we no longer, you've cried your tears. There's no more. There's nothing left of you. There's nothing left to give. There's nothing left to cry. There's nothing left to feel or to experience, because you kind of, it's a thing of, you know what, I did done that, got through it, got the t-shirt. What's next? You're constantly waiting for the next severe thing, or you're almost hoping for something worse to happen so that you can just feel. And then they step down to, or the moment of truth in your lies. So when you do lie to try and cover up what it is that you're hiding, or trying to cover up your vulnerabilities, or look past that and find the truth that's sitting in there. When everything feels like the movies, numbness, when you bleed just to know you're alive. Because being a zombie is like being dead. It's you're existing, you're not living, right? And I don't want the world to see me, because I don't think that they would understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. And I don't want the world to see me, because I don't think that they would understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want to know who I am. And then he repeats the chorus and he ends with the line 3 times on repeat. I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. Like that is the um that is his substance. That is, at this point of his life that he's in, that's the only thing that still matters. I've been there more times than I can count. The shitty part is I was just always hoping that it was always the fucking wrong person that I was hoping would know me. But then they turn out to just be the rest of the world as well. Exactly the people that you actually didn't want to know you and see you. And yeah, so that is, I can't believe I never listened to this. I never paid attention. I just thought it's your typical, it's going to be some kind of, sad breakup song again or whatever, because of the mood of the song. And like whenever it starts playing, then everyone goes into a different zone. And ay, okay, so this is incredibly beautiful. Thank you, Bernie. Um, Next time when Iris Goo Goo Dolls comes up on the playlist wherever I am, I'm gonna be like, oof, 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 oof. It's a different feel. It's a very, very different feel. Now it's not just that, ooh, now I'm in the zone or I feel nostalgic. Now it's a case of I'm almost entering those deeper parts of life, deeper parts of your being. Yeah. Whew. Okay. Bernie, thank you very much. Guys, the list is becoming shorter and shorter, slowly but surely. To get your requests through to me or have me react to any of your favorite music, please jump onto Buy Me a Coffee. You need to submit it through there so that I can get to it. If you have any legendary music or music that means something to you, it's always nice when you guys also share some stories. If you have stories, if the song means something to you, then please do that. It would be nice to share with me and the audience if you feel the need to. Just please, if you ever don't want me to share something with the rest of the audience, but you just want me to know, do make note of it in the comment. Okay. Otherwise I won't know and I'm going to share it, and we don't want that if you're not comfortable with it. Okay. Yeah, please like and subscribe. Don't forget, we need to get my YouTube channel to grow, please. If you are like-minded, yeah, I will check you guys in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.
We and a brave heart. With bright smikings we stand side by side, with axes raised high, bound by blood and honor. We believe in the old ways,